you lost 64 pounds within about 12. Within about 12 months.
Less than a year.
I think we have some before and after photos that I would like to show, if we can find them.
Dang.
So how long ago? When was this?
That was a little bit over a year ago.
That was a year ago?
Yeah, about 15 months ago. And I lost all that within less than a year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was?
Amazing.
You look so healthy and fit. That's awesome. What did you do to get that?
So I'll tell you what happened. This is a true story. It was Friday, June 9th of 2017. I had gotten home after a long day at the restaurant at Moss, and my son Journey, he wanted to me to pick him up and throw him around the bed and whatnot, and I picked him up and like my arms were shaking, and I just felt very weak, lethargic, right, and unhappy. And our bathroom connects to our bedroom, and I turned around, I looked in the mirror, and I was just disgusted with what I saw. I was very embarrassed and ashamed of myself, and I just made a promise right then and there to my son and my family that tomorrow I'm going to start going to the gym, and I'm not going to stop. And so the next day I went to Planet Fitness, and I got a membership, and I got on the treadmill, and I put the treadmill on a 15% incline, and I was that guy who would hang on to the top of the treadmill, and I would walk for 30 minutes. And I would just end. I would be so just full of sweat, and I remember thinking to myself, I like how this feels. And as I kept going, kind of like with food and wine, once I got familiar with it, I got faster, and I would run. And now I would run from 1 mile to 1.25 miles to 1.5 miles, and now I've now run 2 full marathons, with my third coming up here in February.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a good feeling. That is such a good feeling.
But the fact of the matter is, if I'm being honest with you, it came from within, and I felt like if I hadn't made that change in my life, I was gonna die.
Yeah, there's just a lot of health problems can come from that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I'm impressed because you've also maintained it. You lost all this weight, but you didn't gain it back. You've stayed consistent. So with both of you guys, what do you guys do to just continue staying just fit?
My thing is just moderation and balance. I can't restrict myself, because then I'll end up binging on the weekends. Yeah. I have to think about it as I'm not on a diet. I'm eating when I'm full. I'm stopping when I'm hungry, and I'm stopping when I'm full. I'm eating when I'm hungry, and I eat in moderation. And I think that's the biggest thing, is when people have all this weight gain, is they go on this diet and they restrict themselves, and then they're like, shoot, I want food, I crave food. So that's my biggest thing.
It's honestly, it's about choices, right?
That too. Yeah.
And even now, like when I'm waking up in the morning, I'm going, okay, I'm gonna run X amount of miles, and I want to eat this meal, so I'm gonna have it at this time of the day. And I always go back to my mom. She always told me, son, everything has to be in moderation, balance. And her and I were having coffee the other morning at her house, and we were talking about that. I said, Mom, I always think back to you telling me, do things in moderation, son. So now I go, hey, I'm gonna run 7 miles this morning. For lunch, I'm gonna have an apple, a banana, a bunch of water, and for dinner, I'm gonna have that pork fried rice, and pepper steak or a barbecue.
Those sound healthy
ribs.
too. My gosh, that's your binge food. Mine's a pint of Ben and Jerry's.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's certain times I can sit there and eat, 2 bags of Doritos.
Oh yeah.
And the next day, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go run 15 miles. Like honestly, 15 whole miles. I will go do that. Okay, I feel guilty. But now, a trick that I do is I actually put healthy snacks next to my bed at night. Right? So Lisa would go to the store and buy granola bars and pickles. If you're a runner, you like sodium and pickles. 0 calories, right? A granola bar, high in fiber, 140 calories. And I'll have Pedialyte, right? Wow. Which is high in electrolytes, it's good for you. It makes you feel hydrated. So when I wake up and I have that urge to binge, right there next to me is Pedialyte. It's a granola bar. It's pickles. And again, if I'm being honest with everybody here, sometimes it is Doritos. But I'm doing a whole lot better now. And I go back to that word, choices, and what you were saying, and like my mom always talked about, moderation. right? Make smart choices. At the end of the day, if you do that, it'll all balance out. I really believe that.
So like, because like kind of like the thing that I kind of just live by right now is that like I'll go a couple days of like eating really, really good, and then like a third day will come and I'm like, I'm gonna crush a bag of Oreos. So like, is that a bad mindset to have? Like, would you guys discourage that?
I would say having one Oreo every day, so you don't have to have that one day of let me eat the entire bag of Oreos. Let me have one. Let me get my craving out of the way. That's what I would do.
That's awesome.
That's my thing.
That's interesting. 'Cause me, I'm like, all right.
Do you need all of them?
I'm gonna suffer for like 4 days, so on the 5th day I can have like 3 bags of Oreos.
See, I'm the same
I'm
way.
that guy.
I'm like,
Different.
I don't care how big the pint of ice cream is.
But you're
if
right.
it's
Though. I will
Costco.
take her advice. Don't listen to me.
That's awesome. Hey, I don't want to end this conversation. We are going to keep this conversation going. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, but we're going to come back and we're going to come back and keep this going. All right. So we'll be right back, guys.